Hi, it's Lorie again at the Vrooman Mansion Bed and Breakfast in Bloomington. Another video about how to make something fabulous. Simple but fabulous. Today it's going to be the quiche. I'm going to show you the basic ingredients for a quiche, and then we're going to turn it into quiche Florentine, and at the end I will show you other variations that you can do with the basic quiche recipe. So, you want to start with 3 eggs, room temp. So 3 eggs go in your bowl. You have 3/4 of a cup of milk and 3/4 of a cup whipping cream. Whipping cream's used a lot at the mansion. It's good stuff. So you put all those in your little bowl. A tablespoon of melted butter. Put that in there. You don't want it really hot because it's not good to mix hot and cold together. And you whip those up. Now quiche Florentine is basically, in layman terms, it's spinach quiche. Now I know spinach, ew. But mixed with all of the other ingredients and cooked together, it is wonderful. Okay, so the recipe calls for cheese. You want a cup of cheese, and it's Jarlsberg cheese. I'm not sure if you can see this very well, but it's got like a wax coating on it. You'll want to cut that back before you shred it. Don't put the wax coating in your recipe, it'll probably mess it up. Alright, so you get all your stuff mixed up, then you add your cheese, and you mix that together. Now here's where you're going to turn it into quiche Florentine. Your spinach, which this is 2 cups of spinach cooked down. So you want 2 cups of raw spinach with about a tablespoon, or a teaspoon, excuse me, of fresh garlic and a little bit of olive oil so your spinach doesn't get stuck in your skillet. Cook it down, and it doesn't look like very much, but it's a lot. You throw that in there and get out and mix it all up with your cheese and your eggs and your whipping cream, and then you'll have 1/8 of a teaspoon of rosemary. Okay, I have a tendency to go a little over with my herbs just because I really like them. So you've got 1/8 of a teaspoon of rosemary and 1/4 of a teaspoon of fresh thyme, and it's all been plucked off of its little stem. Get that in there. Then you have 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. I know, right? Nutmeg. But, as I said, with everything mixed together, you don't even know that there's spinach in this quiche, and it is wonderful. And then, this is the part that really freaked me out, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now, you see how the top on this has got a flat edge? You grab your spoon and you just cut it off flat. Boom! 1/8 of a teaspoon. And you mix that all together. Get it all mixed really, really well, because your nutmeg and your cayenne pepper, being a powder, it has a tendency to not mix very well, so get it all mixed good in there, mix it around. Your cheese is going to want to stick in your whisk. Just tap it out, it'll come out of there. Alright, now I'm going to grab the pie crust. So, quiche is typically in pie crust. You can buy a pie crust, you can make your own. You can comment that you want me to show you how to do a pie crust. Yeah, because I'll do that. Okay, then you just take all of your mixture, all of your wet mixture, and you just dump it right into that pie crust. And make sure you scrape out your bowl because your cheese has a tendency to lay down on the bottom. You want to get it all mixed up in there. Now it looks really, really full, but it won't cook over. And then you throw this bad boy right there in the oven. And yeah, isn't that pretty? That's pretty. That's a pretty quiche. You put it in the oven for roughly about 40-45 minutes. I mean, you could like toothpick it or fork it just to make sure that it's cooked all the way through. Stab it in the middle. If it comes up wet, you know it's not done. Now, as I said before in my last video, taste your food. And I did not do that in front of you. But I made 2 other quiches before this one, and I tasted those. And so yeah, we got this. All right, I'm going to throw this in the oven, and I will see you in about 45 minutes. Okay, we're getting ready to take the quiche out. It's been 45 minutes at 350 in the oven, and it smells amazing in here. And there it is. That thing is beautiful. And again, it smells so good. When it fluffs down a little bit, you'll want to let it just rest for a few minutes so that it's not hard to cut. After it's rested, you basically cut it like a pie, and you can get 8 servings out of one quiche. You've got a pie dish that you're cooking it in, so treat it like a pie when it's done. And there you have quiche Florentine. Now, other variations of quiches that you can do are, and that we do here at the mansion, are tomato basil quiche. That is amazing. We also do Denver quiche, like the Denver omelet. You just kind of put all your peppers and your Denver stuff. You can pretty much do anything you want that you would enjoy. Sausage, bacon. There is a quiche Lorie that calls for bacon in it. So your basic quiche recipe is what you start with, and then just add whatever your imagination comes up with. And have fun with it. Just have fun with it. And don't forget to taste. And this is the final results of the quiche with the salted caramel, toffee, and banana French toast. These are getting ready to go right out to the guests. Doesn't that look amazing? Thank you.